What's up, everybody? Thank you for clicking on this video. Make sure you're subscribed for more videos like this one. In today's video, I'll be giving you a few tips so that you can get sales on your online store. So keep watching. Tip number one, make sure your store is easy to navigate. It shouldn't be too busy. There shouldn't be too much going on your site. When I get on your site, I shouldn't be seeing a whole lot of stuff going on. It should be clear and easy to navigate. When a customer gets on your site, there should be a call to action telling them what they need to do. If you are selling a product, the call to action should be shop now or buy now or whatever. It needs to be telling your client that they need to shop. They need to go in, click on that button so that they can see what they can buy from your store. That is the whole purpose of you having that online store, so your customers can shop. So tell them to shop. Have that call to action button at the beginning, at the top of your website, at the top of your front page. Have that shop now button. Your website needs to be visually pleasing. It needs to have pictures. If you're selling products, you really don't need the whole about us and whatnot. You can have that, but have that as a separate page in your menu button. Nobody really goes onto a clothing website and wants to read about them and wants to know, okay, Royal Flair is a, if you're gonna have that at the bottom of the page or in a separate page where you talk about, what your brand is about and all that kind of stuff. Yes, people want to be able to relate to your brand, but the most important thing in your store is for people to buy. So if you are having a whole lot of about us and a whole story at the beginning, at the top of your website, on the first page, honey, by the time I actually get to your products, I've lost the thing that whatever pushed me to go on your website, whatever desire I had to buy, it's not as strong because I've wasted all that energy reading up on stuff instead of actually seeing products that push me even more to want to buy. So make sure if you're gonna write anything about your brand or whatever it is, make sure it's either at the bottom of your page on the first page or on a separate page in your menu button. If they really want to read something about your brand, then they can click on that and read about your business. But your website needs to be focused on giving customers that visual experience, because it's not the same way as a physical store. You don't see anybody standing at the door of a shop telling you all about Woolworths and telling you, oh, Woolworths, we believe in this. And no, they don't do that. You walk in, you see product. All you see is product and prices, and you're just getting in there to shop. So that should be the focus of your online store. That is your virtual store. That is your version of a physical store online. So make sure that there are pictures, it's visually pleasing, that customers get there and all they want to see is like more of your product. And when you use pictures on your website for anything, if it's not a product picture, try and make sure it's a picture of one of your products or a previous product, whatever. It needs to be something that is authentic to your brand. Try and avoid using stock images. You can use them, there's nothing wrong with that, but there's probably someone else using the same stock image. That is why I stopped using stock images, is that I found another page where they had the same stock images, because you get stock images, they're out there for everybody to use. If someone is either selling stock images or giving them out for free, then you're not the only person they're giving them to or selling them to. So you'll probably find that you have pictures on your site that are similar to another brand or on someone else's pictures on Instagram or Facebook or whatever. So just try and use your own pictures. It can be pictures of one of your products, it can be your logo, just something that represents your brand. So tip number 4, your product pictures need to be clear. Look, they don't have to be professionally taken, but they need to be clear and properly represent the product you are selling. We need to be able to see if there are prints on your product. We need to be able to see that if the design of if it's a lipstick and the design is a certain way, we need to see that. Your pictures need to present that product in the best possible way. We can't all afford professional photography in the beginning, but at least take pictures behind a blank wall, a white wall or something. Put up a white sheet, take pictures. Use natural light, use a ring light if you have one. It's really not expensive. You can get one off Takealot or Amazon, whatever. But make sure you do get something that can bring out the beauty of your product, to bring out the design of your product, whether it's makeup, it's hair, it's a dress, trousers, shoes, whatever it is you are selling. The pictures need to show the customer what they are getting. Don't over edit your pictures. If your lighting is not good enough, look for better lighting and take pictures with better lighting. When I started my clothing store, I took pictures and my lighting wasn't that good. I didn't have a ring light or anything. So I over edited the pictures just to make it a little brighter because it was just so dark and everything like that. But it really affected how the product looked because you could see that it was over edited. And if I was shopping, I personally wouldn't buy that because now I'm not sure how it really looks because I can see you over edited it, so it means it's not that nice if you really needed to edit it that much. And also I'm not really sure what I'll be getting because I see one thing here but I can see you edited it, so I'm not really sure how the product looks. So just try not to over edit the pictures. Yes, you can have a few tweaks here and there just to make the picture look better, but don't over edit your pictures. Make them look as natural as possible so that the customer gets to see what it really looks like. That way when they buy from your store and they actually get the product, they know that it looks like the picture. It may not be 100%, but you know, it's at least 90 something percent like the picture because your pictures were clear and your pictures represented the true form of your product. So make sure that your product pictures are clear and they attract the customer, and the customer actually can see what it would look like if they had that particular item. That will push them to actually buy your product. But if they're not sure about how it looks and it's not attractive and it's just, you just took a lazy picture, especially I've seen pictures where it's like hair and you know, you can't even see what it just doesn't look nice. They used like a wig stand that's like old and it's got tape all over, and you can see they ripped off some sellotape, and you just don't want to buy it because it's just not, you know. So even with clothes, try and avoid using, even if you buy from a certain wholesaler and they allow you to use their pictures, just try and avoid that. Take your own pictures for your website to give so that the customer knows it's more realistic. It just looks more realistic for a customer, and that's what they want. They want to know that, look, I actually will get this and it'll probably look the way it looks on the picture, because they can see if it's a real picture or if it's a picture that you took from a supplier or whatever. And also, if you are buying from that particular wholesaler or supplier, there's probably someone else doing the same thing. So if they're using the same picture and you're using the same picture, you just have a whole bunch of online boutiques using the same pictures, same product, and you're just not really sure, are these things real or are these just people who create websites to take our money? So just take your own pictures. It just looks way better, and it's also just more... It makes the customer trust you a bit more, and they will be more compelled to actually buy or feel more, they will be pushed more to buy your products than if you use just a generic picture from a supplier that they use on their wholesale website and that they give to literally everybody who buys their products. So take your own pictures, clear pictures. The common issue on online stores usually will be having abandoned carts. So people will get on your website, they see all these awesome stuff, add to cart, and never check out. And you can see that they reached the checkout points, but they didn't actually buy the product. They didn't actually complete their checkout. They didn't pay for it. That can be a couple of reasons, but one of those reasons, one of the biggest reasons, is the fact that, you know, the money, guys. It's not that your product is overpriced or too expensive or whatever. It's just that, you know, if I have money in my account and I see your dress, it's 300 rand. Now I'm thinking, I really want it, but am I ready to spend this money, you know? So they need that extra push. You need to, number one, send them that email reminding them that, hey, we saw you get on the sites, we saw that you love this dress, you know, buy it. You know, remind them, tell them to buy it, tell them to check out. Another thing you can add in that email is maybe a 15% or 10% discount code. That way they know that when they buy it, they'll buy it at a little bit less. So you'll just make sure that you price that into your item, into your selling price when you price your item, so that you know that you have that room or that allowance to give those particular customers that 15% discount, a 10% discount. It'll also make them come back to buy again from your store, because they know that they can get these cool discounts when checking out. A lot of stores do that. But just make sure you price it in so that it doesn't affect your profits. So yeah, I did that for my store. When I started doing that, I saw that I was able to actually deal with those abandoned carts. So those people who put it in their carts and they didn't come back to get it, I just give them that 15% discount, and you know, they come back and check out, because then they feel like, oh, okay, I'm actually paying less, this is a good deal and I really want this, let me get it now. So yeah, you can literally just create a specific discount code that you know that whenever somebody abandons carts, you offer them that discount. If they take it, awesome. Most often than not, they will take it if they really want to buy your item. So yeah, and the good thing about Shopify is that they show you that someone has been on their site. So if it's not their first session, if it's not their first time actually using the store, then you can see that this person has been on the site. This person had like 3 sessions before they added this to cards, and so they really do want this item. It's probably, let me try giving them a discount. When you give them a discount, I've noticed that they actually do check out, meaning that, you know, look, we all have, you know, finances are tight for everybody, you guys, but we still want to look good. We still want to buy nice things. So when you have those discounts and you can take advantage of those discounts, it really makes shopping easier. A lot of stores do that, so you need to learn from that. But you need to also know that they do price it in so that they know that it doesn't affect their profits. They still get the profit that they needed to get, because that little 15% is part of their selling price. When they price their item, you put that in there, so that you still get the profit you need, but at the same time, you make sure that your customers come back to complete their purchase. All right, you guys, so those were my 5 tips to help you get more sales on your online store. Let me know in the comment box what else you do to push your customers to make those sales or to buy your product on your site. What other tips do you have for me and for everybody else watching? How can we increase our sales? How can we really gain more trust from customers through our online site? Let me know in the comment box. Let's talk about this. Thank you so much for watching this video. I really hope you enjoyed it and I hope that it was helpful. So as I said, if you want more videos like this, make sure you subscribe. Make sure you join the family. Thank you so much for watching. See you in the next video.